When I was asked to make a film about real-life vampires in America, I had no idea what to expect. Could there really be people out there drinking human blood, especially in an age where blood-borne diseases like AIDS and hepatitis are commonplace and the risks are so high? The scene I unearthed both surprised and shocked me. My journey begins in New York, where the goth scene clearly reflects America's fascination with the dark side. Over the last decade, this scene has splintered, diversified and branched out into various subsets. One of these subsets is the vampire community. When I heard about this scene, images of the Hollywood stereotype flashed through my mind. But these people have taken the sexual license, charisma and transcending qualities of the vampire and made it their own. Even just walking down the street in broad daylight, you can run into self-identified vampires. It seems teenagers, especially outcasts, are attracted to the vampire scene because it seems to offer them stability, a sense of belonging, as well as being a rebellious alternative to normal society.
Vampire scene was the icing on the cake for me.
Pretty much most of us has been like the outskirts, like the outcast of families who need something and look for other ways to belong. The things I tell people when they tell me that I'm a freak, I'm a vampire, whatever they call me, all I say is, well, I am who I am, and you are who you are. If you don't like it, that's too bad.
Most teenagers are referred to as role players because they like to dress up, hang out in gangs, and for the most part are pretty harmless. But I had heard that there were people called lifestylers who took their roles much more seriously, even to the point where they drank human blood. The teenagers I met told me about a costume shop downtown where I would find a lifestyler who specializes in making fangs.
There's definitely a vampire community that does exist all around the world in different areas. New York has a rather large one. I'm sure there are other areas that have even bigger communities. Blood drinking has been something that's been around for eons.
I then followed Vincent to a hidden room at the back of the shop, known only as the Transfertorium.
We try to keep it well hidden behind our little pink kimono here. Secret door.
You take the impression, put stone in it. This is basically what the person's teeth look like. And then I take acrylic and I mold it to the teeth. But the cheapest set we have is the classic canine or the Lilith, which is right next to the canine.
What's going to happen tonight? Blood, mayhem, destruction, the end of it all.
Tonight, as part of the performance, I'll be having, I do believe it will be 17 needles inserted into my arms and back with feathers attached to it. It's sort of a transformation. I'm being given wings. I am 19 years old.
Even though there is no addictive component in human blood, feeding any type of craving can be rewarding psychologically, and some people will go to extraordinary lengths to do so.
Some of the times when I'm feeding, I do lose myself. It could almost be compared to when a drunk blacks out. I have cut a couple of people very badly. They have had to go to the hospital and get stitches. There was one person that myself and another person were feeding off of, and we both weren't paying attention, and she wound up very weak from blood loss.
If she doesn't feed in a while, you will notice some very characteristic things about not feeding in a while. She'll get irritable. She might get a little sick. She doesn't talk well. You know, she'll just want to hide in a corner. She won't want to go out and do things, except to go out and feed. And I just sort of have to go along with it.
If I can't find a human donor, I will get animal's blood. If I can find a butcher, I can order blood, because some people use it for blood pudding or to make blood sausage. Or, barring that, I'll go to the supermarket and buy calf's liver and drink the blood off of that.
If I'm not able to get people, if I'm not able to feed off of people, I do this about once a week. It's a little bit messy, but it's the way it is sometimes.
Like New York, LA also has a club scene to cater for its vampire community. Most of the clubs play hardcore industrial goth music and enforce some type of dress code. But one club Sue took me to had a VIP room with a difference.
We're at Club Communion right now, and this is the Vampire Club that has the feeding room. This is the best club in LA. There have been times when I haven't fed in a long time where I have viewed people as being nothing more than fresh meat. If somebody smells good and they look healthy, then they're definitely a candidate.
Cheers. To those who would think that, that I'm a crackpot, they've never been lying in a bed with the sensation of razor blades ripping through their stomach. They've never had to limit their daylight time. So for those people that don't understand that, I have to drink blood, all I have to say to them is, I'm sorry, but this is my life.